Monkey Business Game.
Good to see you again.
Okay, and welcome back to Monkey Business Gaming GTA 5 videos. In this video, I will show you how to do the Fleeca bank job. This is a heist where you have to rob a bank, basically. As a reward of this heist, you get a very nice car. This is an armored car, which is nearly bulletproof, and you can use in heists you're going to do after this one. So this is the first heist. Okay, when you start GTA 5, after the heist update, you will get a call from Lester. That's the fat guy, you know, from the single player story. He will tell you that he will have a job for you and you have to come to his warehouse or his factory. So, after this phone call, you will see an L, white L on the map, and you will have to drive there to start the heist missions. Once you go there, you get mainly set up your first heist with some explanations from Lester, and he will try to help you get jobs and help you get heists in the game. Good luck.
If you want the work, you'll get
So after leaving Lester's factory, you can go and drive around, and at some moment you will receive a phone call from Lester saying he's ready to pull off the heist and he wants to meet you in your heist room in your apartment. So you go there and you meet up with Lester and try to get this heist done. So when you're back in your apartment, you walk into your heist room, which is marked with a green H, and there you start your heist. So in this first part of the heist, this first setup, you take a drive with Lester and you go scout out the bank at first.
Take us to the fleet. Take a look. Drink it in. I've patched into their security feed on my cell.
So when you're at the bank, you will hack the video cameras, the security cameras, and you can take a look inside the bank. So you can get a feel of what the job is going to be about and what's the space you have to work in.
The boxes are in the back behind the safe door. We want box number 167. Yeah, it's right on the highway with good access. That works for you. You can get out quick, but it'll also work for the cops. Speed up their response time. Okay? Okay. Enough of this peeper crap. Let's go to the garment factory. Now, when you hit the bank, you're gonna need to hack into its security system. I've written a neat little program that'll do most of the work for you, but it's probably a good idea.
So when you're driving back, the passenger will get this mini gate, which is kind of a snake-like gate, which you have to navigate a little stripe from one point to the other without touching the walls. When you have finished 3 of those games, you are done hacking and you are trained to do the heist hack in the mission finale.
Hey.
So when you're back at Lester's factory, there will be a contact waiting with a minivan full of heist equipment. You drive back to your apartment and this part of the mission, this setup is done. So, in the second part of this heist, this setup, you have to steal the armored car, the Kuruma. This armored car is nearly impenetrable and you will sustain millions of shots with it, so the cops can shoot at you and you can still get away untouched. So this is pretty awesome. When you have completed this heist, you will receive this car in your parking garage, in your parking lot, so you can use it in heists to come. Okay, all you have to do now is you drive to the parking garage. On the top floor is some little gang waiting with the car. they are hanging around there. And the idea is if you steal their car, you use their car for the heist, all traces and evidence will lead back to the gang and not to you. Well, you drive to the garage, you walk up the steps and you just shoot them. It's nothing hard about it. They say there are multiple ways to approach this part of the mission, but it's rather easy, so just go for it, guns blazing. Steal the car, and this part is done already. The last part, the bank job itself. Well, I have assigned myself driver and the other players driller, so I can only speak for the driver. But what you have to do is you first drive to Lester's factory, you go and pick up the Kuruma armored car. After this, you drive to the Fleeca bank. While driving, the driller has to hack in their security system and open some doors and whatnot. You go in the bank and what you first have to do is to shoot the 4 cameras. They say there is a live feed to the police station, which I think never happens in real life, but after this you have to do crowd control on the 3 hostages you take at the bank. Whilst doing this, the driller will go and pick up locker 167, which has some special contents which Lester wants. After this is done, you both get back in the car, you drive to the bridge where there is a cargo bot picking you up with a huge magnet.
Keep driving for the bridge. I got this under control. We have liftoff. Let's go.
And you fly away. Done. By completing this heist you make 1.15k divided by 2 because you are with 2 players. And you get a vehicle unlocked, the armored Kuruma. Want to find out how to get the armored Kuruma? Click here.